Divine Feminine. You have stepped into a day that is vibrating with the frequency of a fresh command. You are the source of this new cycle, and the world is currently holding its breath, waiting for you to decide who you are going to be. You aren't hoping for a better year. You are standing in the center of a timeline that has already been perfected. While others are making resolutions from a place of not enough, you are leaning back into the luxury of knowing that you are already the finish line. The astrology for this first day of 2026 is a vivid reflection of your internal duality, the dreamer and the builder. With the moon in Gemini today, the energy is quick, sparkling, and highly magnetic. It is reflecting your ability to perceive multiple possibilities and choose the highest one with a single thought. At the same time, the heavy presence of the Sun, Venus, and Mars in Capricorn is acting as your celestial staff, grounding your every word into the physical realm. Even as Mercury prepares to move into Capricorn, your mind is still out of bounds, reaching for visions that the 3D world hasn't caught up to yet. The sky isn't giving you potential. It is showing you the blueprint you've already drawn. Today, you embody the oracle of the empire. You move through your day with a relatable, playful sophistication. You might find yourself laughing as you check your phone, or feeling a surge of excitement while choosing your outfit for the day. You carry yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who knows that her thoughts are literally becoming things as she thinks them. You are the woman who makes impossible look like a daily habit. You might notice a 3D glitch today that looks like mental chatter or a restless urge to over-explain your vision. This is a relatable glitch, an echo of the old version of you that felt she had to convince others of her worth. Recognize this as a flicker on the screen. When you feel the need to prove your empire is real, simply return to your breath. Silence is your greatest tool today, because you don't need to speak to the mirror for it to reflect you. The alchemical key for today is the script of the sovereign. Since the moon is in Gemini, your inner dialogue is the most powerful currency you have. Today, you are going to treat every thought as a notification from your future self. When you think of your startup or your partner, assume you are reading a success update. Instead of thinking, "I want this," you are going to think, "I love that this is how my life looks now." Your internal narrative is the script that the 3D is currently rehearsing. The metamorphosis is the transition from the idea to the institution. You are stepping into the timeline where your empire is a living, breathing fact. Feel the shift in the air around you. It feels more solid, more certain. The version of you that was launching has been replaced by the version of you that is reigning. The empire is no longer a project. It is your natural environment. The insight your higher self wants you to anchor today is this: the world can only be as big as the story you tell yourself. The reason the moon is so active in Gemini today is to remind you that your assumptions are the ink, and the Capricorn stellium is the paper. You have realized that you are the protagonist who writes the rules. And because you have claimed your throne, the world has no choice but to build it around you. Go to the comments and write, "I assume my vision is my physical reality." Divine Feminine. You are standing at the helm of a year that has no choice but to mirror your highest command. You have entered this space because you are done with the hope of the old world and are ready for the certainty of the new. Today is a rare and potent threshold because the very fabric of reality is stretching. As the year begins, while others are making fleeting promises they won't keep, You are busy laying the foundation of a kingdom that already exists in your mind. You are the only authority here, and the cosmic shifts of this moment are simply the tools in your divine kit. The astrology for today is a masterclass in sovereign structure, with Mercury moving into Capricorn today, joining the Sun, Venus, and Mars. The sky is reflecting a heavy, grounded, and deeply ambitious energy. This is CEO frequency. However, the moon is in Gemini, dancing through a space of high desire and mental quickness. This creates a beautiful tension. Your mind is moving fast, catching visions of the empire, while your outer world is demanding the discipline of a queen, because several planets are currently out of bounds. You have the rare ability to break past old, logical limits. The sky isn't telling you what's possible. It's asking you what you've decided to claim. Today, you embody the high priestess of the boardroom. You move through your morning with a relatable, luxurious intentionality. Perhaps you are lingering in a warm shower or choosing a scent that makes you feel invincible. You carry yourself with the intuitive grace of a woman who doesn't need to hustle because she knows that her frequency does the heavy lifting. You are approachable. Yet there is a boundary of gold around your energy that commands instant respect. You might notice a 3D glitch today that manifests as defensive urgency. This is a relatable glitch, an old habit of the ego trying to protect you from disappointment by making you feel like you need to do more to be safe. You might feel a sudden prick of irritation or a need to control the pace of others. Recognize this as a shadow of the old 3D self that didn't trust the process. When this arises, simply lean back. Remind yourself that a queen never rushes, because everything she needs is already on its way to her. The alchemical key for today is the saturating breath. Throughout your day, especially when you check your emails or speak to your partner, you are going to take one deep breath and imagine your entire body being saturated with the feeling of being completely supported. Assume that every dollar you spend is a seed, and every conversation is an investment in your empire. You're not working today. You are simply witnessing the manifestation of your previous night's commands. The metamorphosis is the transition from planning to possessing. You're stepping into the timeline where you no longer wonder if it's working. You simply feel that it's done. Feel the density of this knowing in your chest. The version of you that was anxious about the shoestring budget has been replaced by the version of you that sees only the infinite scale of her vision. The lack is a ghost. The empire is the solid ground. The insight your higher self wants you to carry into this day is this: your empire cannot be built on a foundation of stress. The reason the moon has moved into Cancer is to remind you that your emotional security is the ultimate power move. You have realized that when you feel supported, the world has no choice but to provide the evidence. You are the protagonist of a story where every glitch is just a bridge to a greater victory. And go to the comments and write, "I assume I am fully supported in every moment. My assumption is law."
Shh, there is something secret going on behind this door, but only the elite women can know what it is.